Hello everyone and welcome back to another lesson here at English Pod. My name is Marco.
And my name is Catherine, and today we're talking about a topic very close to my heart, music.
That's right, we're going to be talking about music, and more specifically, we are going to talk about musical instruments that you would use in a band.
All right, and so some people like to make their own music, get together, hang out, play music together, so that's what we're talking about today. We've got a new band that's going to start, and before we get going, we've got a word to talk about, and let's check this out in today's vocabulary preview.
Vocabulary preview.
All right, so as I mentioned, we are going to talk about instruments.
Instruments. So you could say musical instruments, but what is an instrument, generally speaking?
Basically, it's similar to a tool, right? So an instrument is something that you use to help you realize a task. In this case, musical instruments is more specific, right?
Right. So we're talking about things that you use to make music. A piano, for example.
Is a musical instrument.
Or the drums.
All right. So this is what we're going to be looking at today in the dialogues. So let's listen to it for the first time.
I'm forming a music band.
Do you already know how to play an instrument?
Yeah. I told you 1,000 times that I'm learning to play the drums. Now that I know how to play well, I would like to form a rock band.
Aside from yourself, who are the other members of the band?
We have a guy who plays guitar and another who plays bass. Although we still haven't found anyone to be our singer. You told me that you had some musical talent, right?
Yes, I'm a singer.
Perfect! So you can audition this weekend here at my house.
Great! Wait, here? You don't have enough room for the amplifiers, microphones, or even your drums. By the way, where do you keep them or practice?
Dude, what are you talking about? It's right here. All we need is my Nintendo Wii and we're set.
All right, we're back. So apparently the band wasn't really a real band.
It wasn't, but I have to say I'm very familiar with this because I have a Nintendo Wii and I often play the game Rock Band, so I can sympathize with the characters
So
here.
you also have your own band.
I do, well, virtually speaking.
Virtually.
And I know you do too.
I do too. That's right. We are both fans of this game and this gaming console, and that's why it's such a fun dialogue. But let's take a look at some of the language that was used in this dialogue in Language Takeaway.
Language takeaway.
Oh man, so I've been in a lot of bands and I've been in a lot of musical groups, so I can say that the first instrument we want to talk about is maybe the most obnoxious, most loud and hard to listen to.
Probably. And that instrument is the drums. Right. So the drums, it's plural because you have many drums, right?
Right. You don't just have the dum, dum, dum,
right.
dum, the bass drum. You have many different drums together. And so we could also call this a drum set.
A drum set. All right. So why don't we listen to an example of what a drum set sounds like? All right. We're back. So I think that's clear. Moving on to our next instrument.
This one's maybe the most popular for young people to start because you can play pretty much anything with it, and it's also good for sing-alongs.
Right, and that instrument is the guitar.
Can you play the guitar?
No, I can't. I actually wish I would have learned, but I never got around to it.
Well, this is a really beautiful instrument, and there are many different ways to play it, but generally, it's either wooden with some strings or electric, so it's plastic with some metal strings.
Right, exactly. So they have a different sound. But why don't we listen to an example of what a guitar sounds like? All right, so great example of a guitar, pretty clear. What's our next instrument?
The bass. And this one, it doesn't look like the word that's written, B-A-S-S, so we say bass.
Bass.
And it's actually a very low instrument. It's usually used to help keep the rhythm. Dum, dum, dum,
all right.
dum, dum,
so
dum.
it's similar to a guitar, right?
Very.
It's the same form, but as you say, it's lower and it makes a lower sound.
Exactly.
All right, so let's listen to an example of a bass now. All right, pretty clear. Moving on to our next word, we have an amplifier.
Okay, so an amplifier is a thing. It's usually a box that we plug in. It's electric or it's electronic, and it's a tool to make electrical instruments like the electric guitar or the electric bass louder.
Right. Exactly. So an amplifier is any device that makes a sound become louder.
Exactly.
All right.
So this is really important for rock bands the world over.
Very good. Our next instrument, or actually more of a tool, is very useful for the singer.
Yeah, and it actually goes with the amplifier in many ways because the microphone, this is our next word, the microphone is something that you use to sing into to make your voice louder. So right now, Marco, you and I are both using microphones.
Exactly. So a microphone. Very good. And we have one last word, and this is a verb, to audition.
All right, to audition. So to audition means to show someone your talent, all right? So oftentimes when you start a play or an opera or a musical group, you want to have auditions. You want to audition people to see how much talent they have.
All right. So it's basically an opportunity to demonstrate your skills and abilities.
Exactly.
So a job interview wouldn't really be an audition.
No, a job interview has its own word, but here we're talking about your singing ability, your acting ability, your reading ability, and sometimes we even have auditions here at English Pod to see how comfortable people are on the microphone. It's a way to have people show what they've got.
Very good. All right. So a lot of interesting words here, many instruments. I think it's time for us to listen to our dialogue again. We're going to slow it down a little bit, and we'll be right back.
I'm forming a music band.
Do you already know how to play an instrument?
Yeah. I told you 1,000 times that I'm learning to play the drums. Now that I know how to play well, I would like to form a rock band.
Aside from yourself, who are the other members of the band?
We have a guy who plays guitar and another who plays bass, although we still haven't found anyone to be our singer. You told me that you had some musical talent, right?
Yes, I'm a singer.
Perfect! So you can audition this weekend here at my house.
Great! Wait here? You don't have enough room for the amplifiers, microphones, or even your drums. By the way, where do you keep them or practice?
Dude, what are you talking about? It's right here. All we need is my Nintendo Wii and we're set.
All right, we're back. So moving on with our lesson, why don't we take a look now at some phrases in Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
All right, so on Fluency Builder, we have 4 phrases. What's the first one?
Well, this first phrase is really important, Marco, because we're talking about bands and starting bands. And so there's often a phrase we use to describe this. We say to form a band.
All right, so you form a band.
It's like forming something. To form is to shape it, to make it look like something that you want. And so we can form artistic projects also. But here we're forming a band. We're choosing people to bring together to make great music.
All right, so we can say form a band, or you can say as well, start a band.
Yeah.
All right. So we're forming a band, and well, his friend was surprised that the other guy knew how to play an instrument. So he said, "I've told you 1,000 times."
Wait. So he told him 1,000 times.
No, not literally.
I play an instrument. I play an instrument. I play an instrument.
Right. This is a phrase, and it's a little bit of an exaggeration to emphasize that I've told you many, many times already.
Great. So this is something we say when we're trying to exaggerate, like Marco said, or to really emphasize the point that, like, I've told you this before.
Right.
So mothers often use it. I feel like we talk about mothers a lot here. Mothers often use this phrase when kids do something wrong. They say, I've told you 1,000 times not to wear your shoes in the house.
Exactly. So it is a great phrase to really make your point that you've said something many, many times. Moving on, we have a kind of like a conjunction that you can use, and it's by the way, to change the topic maybe. By the way.
By the way. And so, by the way, we keep these words together. It's a fixed phrase. By the way is something we add on. So I say, today I went to school and I saw a lot of people. Oh, by the way, John says hi. All right. So while I'm talking about this, I want to add that this thing happened or that this person said something.
Exactly. So it's a conjunction, right? To put together 2 different ideas. By the way. Or you can start off your sentence with it. By the way, how is the new house?
Yeah, because it's like saying, oh, this thought just came into my head.
Exactly.
By the way, da 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 da.
Right. And our last phrase on Fluency Builder is we are set.
All right, all we need is my Nintendo Wii, and we are set.
All right, so what are we set? We are set.
All right, we are set is another one of those phrases that's fixed, and it literally it means, and we are ready to start. We're ready to go.
And everything is ready.
Yeah, we don't need anything else. And
All
so, Marco, I could say to you, just bring the salad to the table, and we're set. We're ready to eat.
All right. And I think we're set to listen to our dialogue for the last time, and we'll be right back and talk a little bit more about this great topic.
I'm forming a music band.
Do you already know how to play an instrument?
Yeah. I told you 1,000 times that I'm learning to play the drums. Now that I know how to play well, I would like to form a rock band.
Aside from yourself, who are the other members of the band?
We have a guy who plays guitar and another who plays bass. Although we still haven't found anyone to be our singer. You told me that you had some musical talent, right?
Yes, I'm a singer.
Perfect. So you can audition this weekend here at my house.
Great! Wait here? You don't have enough room for the amplifiers, microphones, or even your drums. By the way, where do you keep them or practice?
Dude, what are you talking about? It's right here. All we need is my Nintendo Wii, and we're set.
All right, we're back. So rock band now. I know that you
Look at
play a real instrument, not only instruments on the Wii.
True.
What do you play?
I play the trumpet. I was
Nice.
classically trained. I started when I was 10.
Now, is this the trumpet that has the three buttons on the
Yes,
top?
3 pistons.
Three pistons. Because there's another one that doesn't, right?
There's one that has 4 pistons.
Uh-huh.
It's a piccolo trumpet, has 4. And there's one that's large, and it slides in and out, and that's a trombone. That's much
Trombone.
lower.
Right, right.
But the trumpet is kind of a mid-range instrument. It can go quite high and a little bit low. And it's brass. It's not wood. It's made of a metal.
Right. It's it looks like gold, right?
Right. Dum, da, da, da.
All right. So you play the trumpet. Did you play in a band or in a
Yeah.
I
I played
school
in-
or college?
In high school, middle school, and high school, I played in bands and orchestras. And in college, I played in orchestra. And I've also played in rock bands because sometimes people want to,
Have a trumpet in the
have a
background.
trumpet and go a little crazy.
Nice. Interesting. This is interesting because I'm sure a lot of our users out there actually play instruments, and maybe a lot of them are also good at it. So come to EnglishPod.com, leave your questions and comments, and let us know if you play any instruments or maybe some strange instruments like the xylophone.
Or if you like to play Wii Rock Band, because we certainly do, and we can support you
We
on
can
that
give you
one.
some tips.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll see you guys there. Until next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
A device that is used to make music. Instrument. Many times. 1,000 times. Create, organize. Form. To take part in a trial performance. Audition. We are ready. We are set.
Let's try that faster.
Many times. 1,000 times. Create, organize. Form. A device that is used to make music. Instrument. To take part in a trial performance. Audition. We are ready. We are set.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Instrument. I know a friend who knows how to play 5 musical instruments. Instrument. What kind of instrument is that? Instrument. Have you ever studied a musical instrument? 1,000 times. You didn't remember to pick up the cake? I've told you 1,000 times that it's ready. 1,000 times. I've told him 1,000 times to pick up his room and he never listens. I've had enough of this. 1,000 times. I've told you 1,000 times to lock the door, and what do? You leave it open again. Form. We're forming a band. Want to join? Form. They just formed a book club. It's been really successful so far. Form. I like to form my own opinions about movies, so I never read reviews before I see them. Audition. Kim was nervous because she felt she hadn't practiced her lines enough before the audition. Audition. I'd like to audition for the university orchestra, but I'm too shy. Audition. His audition went really well. The judges accepted him on the spot. We are set. I just have to add the finishing touches on the cake, and then we're set. We are set. Are we set to leave? No, I left my purse in the house. We are set. The plans for the party are all set. Now we just need to send out the invitations.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Pod. My name is Marco.
And my name is Catherine, and today we're talking about office stuff. Things in your office.
That's right. We are talking about secrets in the office, or maybe specific little things that people talk about behind other people's back.
Okay, bad things then. So this is an elementary level lesson. Before we get going, though, let's take a look at a phrase in today's vocabulary preview.
Vocabulary preview.
All right, so the phrase for today is actually the same as the title for this lesson, and that's office gossip.
Okay, you all know what an office is. But what is gossip?
So to gossip means to talk about other people secretly or behind their backs, or maybe talk about other people's problems or private things.
So, oh my God, did you hear? John is totally gonna break up with her. So you're talking about people without them knowing.
Right. So you're talking about their private things, their relationships. Maybe you're even maybe criticizing them.
That's right. So office gossip is talking about people in your office without them knowing. So saying bad things about them.
Right. So without any more delay, why don't we listen to this dialogue for the first time?
Hey, Eric, have you heard?
No? Go on, tell me. What's the latest office gossip?
Well, you didn't hear this from me, but the rumor is Paula is getting a promotion.
No way. But she's a terrible worker, and you can't trust her. She's so two-faced. You can't believe anything she says.
Hey guys, what are you two whispering about?
Oh, hi, Paula. How are you?
I've got some good news. I'm getting a promotion.
Congratulations! Eric and I were just saying that you were the best person for the job.
Yes, you're the best.
All right, we're back. So we have 4 keywords that we want to look at from this gossip dialogue. So why don't we take a look at those now in language takeaway.
Language takeaway.
Okay, the first word is rumor.
Rumor. Now, this is an interesting word about gossip.
Yeah, a rumor. So a rumor is a story that might or might not be true.
Right.
Okay, so I heard a rumor that they broke up yesterday.
Okay, so you're not sure if they broke up or no one has told you for a fact.
No, it means I probably heard it from someone else who heard it from someone else who heard it from someone else who doesn't really know.
Right. So rumors are maybe guesses about people, and you don't know if they're true. You see this a lot with famous people, movie stars. They always talk about rumors that maybe they got married in secret or something.
Exactly. There's a rumor that Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt are breaking up.
Right.
Okay, so we don't know if it's true. Rumor.
Okay, that's a rumor. So now the rumor that they heard was that this girl Paula is getting a promotion.
Promotion. This is an important office word. This means to be offered a better job in your company. That means to move up.
To move up, right. All right, so this is a noun. You get a promotion, right?
Yes, I got a promotion last year, which also meant I got more money.
Okay, awesome. So that is a promotion. Now, when they were talking about the promotion, the girl said, "Oh, I can't believe," the guy said, and Eric said, "I can't believe she's getting a promotion. She's so two-faced."
Two-faced. So think about what this means. To have two faces. To be two-faced means to have two different sides to your personality. A good one and a bad one. Okay? So like, I could be very nice to Marco. Marco, wow, you look so good today. You're such a nice guy. You're such a hard worker. And then, oh my God, Marco's such an idiot. He's like never working and he's always on the phone. Oh, hi, Marco.
That is two-faced. That's very good.
All right, so two-faced means to have two different sides to your personality.
Now, it's interesting the way that you use this word. You say two-faced, right? So you have to add the ed at the end. You can't say he is two-faced.
No.
Or he has two-faced.
No, it's an adjective, so he's two-faced.
Okay.
She is two-faced.
Okay, two-faced.
I don't like people who are two-faced.
Okay, very good. And we have one final word, and it's actually a verb when people talk like this. When they're talking like this.
So they're talking quietly.
Very quietly.
To whisper.
Okay, so what are you whispering about?
So usually when people are whispering, they're talking about a rumor.
Right, or they're talking in secret. You don't want somebody else to hear you.
Right, so when you want to be very quiet, like at the movie theater, you whisper.
Whisper. Okay, so those are our 4 words for language takeaway. Why don't we go back, listen to the dialogue again, and we'll be back to take a look at a couple of phrases.
Psst. Psst. Hey, Eric, have you heard?
No? Go on, tell me. What's the latest office gossip?
Well, you didn't hear this from me, but the rumor is Paula is getting a promotion.
No way. But she's a terrible worker, and you can't trust her. She's so two-faced. You can't believe anything she says.
Hey guys, what are you two whispering about?
Oh, hi, Paula. How are you?
I've got some good news. I'm getting a promotion.
Congratulations! Eric and I were just saying that you were the best person for the job.
Yes, you're the best.
All right, we're back. So now we have 3 key phrases from this great dialogue on Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
So this first one is the beginning to any great rumor. We say, have you heard?
All right, so have you heard?
Have you heard that she got a promotion?
Right. It's you're not really asking, right? Although it is a question, have you heard? But you're not really expecting an answer.
This means, I'm going to tell you some gossip.
Right.
Have you heard? Because maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but I'm still going to say it. She's still going to say it anyway.
Right. So usually you can say, what? Right? Or in this case, Eric goes, no, go on, tell me. What's the latest office gossip? So obviously...
He knows it's going to be gossip.
Right. Have you heard?
All right. And so the next thing Pam says is, well, you didn't hear this from me. Okay. What does this mean?
This is typical. This is a way of saying, okay, don't tell anyone that I told you.
So you can tell people, but just don't tell them that I said that this happened, because Pam doesn't want to get in trouble.
Right.
She doesn't want anyone to know that she was giving out rumors.
So that's why she's starting out with, well, you didn't hear this from me, but the rumor is, okay, so this is a way of saying, all right, don't tell anyone that I told you. You didn't hear this from me. And also you can say, but the rumor is, or you can say, but rumor has it.
Oh, rumor has it that Paula is getting a promotion.
So you can go both ways. And now he exclaims something that's very strange if you just look at it from these two words. No way.
No way.
What is no way?
Well, in this context, no way means really? Wow.
Right.
I'm surprised.
So it's a way to express surprise.
That's right. But be careful, because there's another meaning to this phrase. For example, Marco, could you help me out get the groceries from the car?
No way.
Huh?
Okay, that
Why won't
means
you help me?
no. Okay.
Okay, no way. That means no. But also, if you say it like, oh, no way,
Right.
you're saying, wow, that's so interesting.
So it can be an expression of surprise, or it can be a way of saying no very firmly. No way.
Exactly.
All right, so 3 great phrases there. Very interesting dialogue about gossip. Very common in the office environment. So why don't we listen to the dialogue again? And we'll be back in a little bit.
Hey, Eric, have you heard?
No? Go on, tell me. What's the latest office gossip?
Well, you didn't hear this from me, but the rumor is Paula is getting a promotion.
No way. But she's a terrible worker, and you can't trust her. She's so two-faced. You can't believe anything she says.
Hey guys, what are you two whispering about?
Oh, hi, Paula. How are you?
I've got some good news. I'm getting a promotion.
Congratulations! Eric and I were just saying that you were the best person for the job.
Yes, you're the best.
Okay, we're back. So office gossip is generally, well, it's common. It happens in every office, but I think that it's good to avoid too much gossip because sometimes people's feelings can get hurt.
Yeah, it's actually very interesting because usually the bigger the company is, I think more gossip starts to spread because, you know, there are departments. So you got the marketing department, the finance department. So you're like, oh, Kathy from finance, she slept with Tom from marketing and stuff like that.
Then you have the gossip about the bosses.
Right.
Did you see? He totally left for the weekend, but his wife was at home.
Yeah, so, and also one of the situations where a lot of rumors and office gossip starts to come up is office parties or the office
yeah.
Christmas parties, where people maybe are drinking or something happens and a lot of rumors start to spread.
And they're more relaxed than usual. They do things they wouldn't normally do. Absolutely. So maybe we could open this up to you. Is there a common rumor or office gossip that you hear in your office?
Or is there that one secretary or guy that's always spreading rumors and gossiping?
And don't use any real names. You can just tell us general stories. But that's about it for us here today at English Pod. Hope you've enjoyed this. Check out our website, englishpod.com. Let us know if you have any questions or concerns. But until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
The English Pod audio review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
Learn something by the ear, usually in surprise. Hear. Rumor or talk of a personal, sensational nature. Gossip. Soft speech produced without full voice. Whisper. A mixture of truth and untruth passed around. Rumor. Act of raising in rank or position. Promotion.
Let's try that faster.
Act of raising in rank or position. Promotion. Rumor or talk of a personal, sensational nature. Gossip. A mixture of truth and untruth passed around. Rumor. Soft speech produced without full voice. Whisper. Learn something by the ear, usually in surprise. Here.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Here. Have you heard? Maria is getting a divorce. Here. Have you heard the latest news? Tony is quitting his job. Here. Have you heard the latest gossip? Britney Spears is pregnant again. Gossip. I like to read about celebrity gossip. Gossip. I think gossip magazines speculate about celebrities. Gossip. Rick always reads the gossip column in the local newspaper. Rumor. I hate it when people spread rumors. Rumor. I heard a rumor around the office about me today. Rumor. Usually rumors turn out to be untrue. Promotion. Sally got a promotion for doing a good job. Promotion. Tom was promoted to senior manager. Promotion. The company is considering which employees deserve a promotion. Whisper. I hate it when people are whispering in the movie theater. Whisper. You must whisper in places such as a library. Whisper. It is considered rude to whisper in front of others.
Welcome back, English learners. My name is Marco, and I am joined by
Erica.
How are you, Erica?
I'm doing great, Marco, and you?
Excellent. I'm doing really well, and I'm really excited about our lesson for today.
That's right. We've got an intermediate lesson today, and we're going to study some real English.
English that you use every day, right?
That's right. English that native speakers really use.
Exactly. And today, as Erica mentioned, we have an intermediate lesson. And not only is it intermediate, but it's a business lesson.
Yes. So today we're listening in to a sales meeting, and we're going to learn some great useful English to talk about sales strategies. So we're going to learn English for sales strategies, for making suggestions, and for responding to suggestions.
Great. So why don't we take a look at our vocabulary preview for today?
Vocabulary preview.
So our vocabulary preview is a part of our lesson when we teach you some really important words that will help you to understand the dialogue better.
Okay, great. So that is what vocabulary preview is. We have 2 words for you today, and we can start off by looking at the first one.
Our first word today is drive sales.
Drive sales.
Drive sales.
To drive sales, and that means?
To increase sales.
Right, to sell more.
Exactly. So to drive sales.
Okay, so now let's look at our second word, and it's an interesting one. It's promotion.
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 So Erica, what is a promotion exactly?
Okay, so here we're not really talking about getting a better job, right?
Okay, yeah, not like a job promotion.
No, we're talking about a marketing strategy.
Okay, so I can give you an example. Suppose that I want to buy shampoo.
Uh-huh.
And if I go to the supermarket and I see buy one and get one free,
So that's a 2-for-1.
That's a 2-for-1 promotion.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
That's a sales promotion. Or
Perhaps the shampoo in the supermarket is less expensive than usual.
Okay.
Usually maybe it costs $5, but today it costs $4. That's a sales promotion.
great. So that's a really good marketing strategy.
Exactly. And we'll hear this word in our dialogue today.
Great. So we are ready to listen to our dialogue. It's going to be pretty fast, so it might be a little bit difficult to understand.
But don't worry if you don't understand everything, because later in this lesson, we're going to explain all the important words and phrases.
All right, people, we're holding this meeting today because we've got to do something about our sales, and we need to do it now. I want concrete solutions. How do you plan to drive sales? Roger.
Well, in fact, we're the most expensive in the market, so maybe we need to lower our prices to match the competitors?
Lower our prices. Not very creative. It'll never fly with Swan. What kind of thinking is that? Jeez. Anyone have a better plan? Natalie.
Perhaps a promotion. Maybe a 2-for-1 offer or something like that.
What? It's the same thing. Bad idea. Really bad idea. Damn it, people, come on. Think. The CEO will be here any minute.
Hello, Mr. Swan.
Oh, Mr. Swan.
Hello, Mr. Swan.
Do we have any ideas yet?
Yes, Mr. Swan. We were kind of considering a 2-for-1 offer to get more competitive.
A 2-for-1 promotion. I kind of like the sound of that. It sounds like something we should consider.
Yeah, exactly. That's just what I was thinking. In fact, it's a brilliant idea. I'm glad we thought of that. Very creative.
Okay, so an interesting manager, right?
I don't know about interesting. Maybe I would think bad manager.
We're going to talk about him later on in the show. But now let's take a look at our language takeaway.
Language takeaway.
Okay, so language takeaway is the part of our lesson where we teach you the most important words from the dialogue. All these words that we are going to focus on can be found in today's dialogue.
Exactly. So we have 3 words for you today. Let's look at the first one. Match the competitors.
Match the competitors.
Match the competitors.
Match the competitors.
Great. So we have some examples for you so you can listen and try and see if you can figure out what match the competitors really means.
Example 1. We guarantee that we can match the competitor's lowest price. Example 2.
It's impossible for us to match the competitors. Our costs are just too high.
Example 3. Do you think we can match our competitors' prices and still keep our quality high?
Okay, so I see that match the competitors means to be as good as or better than other companies in the same industry.
Exactly. Match the competitors.
All right, so let's move to our second word today for language takeaways, and it is in the market.
In the market.
In the market.
In the market.
We heard this phrase in the dialogue, and it means in the industry.
Exactly. I can say, for example, English Pod is the best language pod in the market.
So, of all the podcasts that teach English, English Pod is the best.
Of course, no doubt about it.
I totally agree.
Right. Or I can give you another example. iPods are the most popular MP3 players in the market.
So, of all the MP3 players in the world, iPods are the most popular. So let's move to our final word for today, and it is...
It'll never fly.
It'll never fly.
It'll never fly.
It will never fly.
So this phrase sounds a little bit strange.
I know, fly? Are we talking about an airplane here? What's going on?
Exactly, but we're not. So we're going to give you some examples and try and guess what "it'll never fly" really means.
Example 1. This marketing plan will never fly. It's just too expensive. Example 2.
What? You want to sell bikinis in Alaska? That'll never fly.
Example 3. Brad told me his idea for a film script, but the story will never fly. It's not interesting enough.
So it means it won't work.
It won't work. It's not a good idea.
They'll never agree.
Exactly. Great, so now we've seen a lot of useful phrases and we are ready to listen to our dialogue a second time. But this time it's going to be slow.
So you'll be able to understand a little bit better and you'll be able to hear the words and phrases we were just talking about.
All right, people. We're holding this meeting today because we've got to do something about our sales. And we need to do it now. I want concrete solutions. How do you plan to drive sales, Roger?
Well, in fact, we're the most expensive in the market. So maybe we need to lower our prices to match the competitors.
Lower our prices. Not very creative. It'll never fly with Swan. What kind of thinking is that? Geez. Anybody else have a better plan? Natalie?
Perhaps, a promotion. Maybe a 2-for-1 offer or something like that.
What? That's the same thing. Bad idea. Really bad idea. Damn it, people, come on. Think. The CEO will be here any minute.
Hello, Mr. Swan.
Oh, Mr. Swan.
Hello, Mr. Swan.
Do we have any ideas yet?
Yes, Mr. Swan. We were kind of considering a 2-for-1 offer to get more competitive.
A 2-for-1 promotion. I kind of like the sound of that. It sounds like something we should consider.
Yeah, exactly. That's just what I was thinking. In fact, that's a brilliant idea. I'm glad we thought of that. Very creative.
Okay, great. I hope everyone understands a lot better now.
And I hope everyone could listen out for some of those key words.
Right, so now it's time for us to take a look at Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
So with Fluency Builder, we try to help you increase your fluency. We take a word or phrase that you already know and show you how to say it a little bit more naturally, a little bit more like a native English speaker.
Right, and we have 3 of these words for you today.
Yeah.
Let's start with the first one. Okay, so often students will say something like,
I'll be here soon.
Or
I will arrive soon.
Right, and these sentences are correct.
They're totally fine, but I think there's a better way to say this.
Right, and we heard it in the dialogue, so let's listen to what the person in the dialogue said.
The CEO will be here any minute. The CEO will be here any minute.
Okay, so be here any minute. He'll be here any minute. It just sounds a little bit more natural.
Yeah, I think I use this phrase quite often. He'll be here any minute.
He'll be here soon.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so let's move on to our second phrase for Fluency Builder.
So this phrase will help you to learn how to say, I'm thinking about something in a better sounding way.
Right, so you can say something like, we are thinking about a sales strategy.
Or, that sounds like something we should think about.
Right, and it's perfectly correct.
Yeah, there's no problem with this.
But in the dialogue, we heard something a little bit different, so let's listen to it.
It sounds like something we should consider. It sounds like something we should consider.
So consider sounds like a pretty natural way of saying it, right?
Yeah, and you know what? I think it sounds really kind of smart.
Yeah, it sounds more formal even.
A little
at
more
times.
professional.
Yeah. It's a good word.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. So let's move on to our third word.
Marco, you already said our third word.
Oh, yeah, I actually did. Brilliant. That's a great word right there.
Yeah. A lot of people might say, that's a great idea, or great. But in the dialogue, we heard another way of saying the same idea.
That's a brilliant idea. That's a brilliant idea.
Okay, so this is great, but I would have to say that it's a little bit more British English.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there, but I also think it sort of gives more power to this idea that it's a good idea, brilliant idea.
That it's a really, really good idea.
Yeah.
I like that word.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're ready to listen to our dialogue again a third time, but at its normal speed.
All right, people, we're holding this meeting today because we've got to do something about our sales, and we need to do it now. I want concrete solutions. How do you plan to drive sales? Roger.
Well, in fact, we're the most expensive in the market, so maybe we need to lower our prices to match the competitors?
Lower our prices. Not very creative. It'll never fly with Swan. What kind of thinking is that? Jeez. Anyone have a better plan? Natalie.
Perhaps a promotion. Maybe a 2-for-1 offer or something like that.
What? It's the same thing. Bad idea. Really bad idea. Damn it, people, come on. Think. The CEO will be here any minute.
Hello, Mr. Swan.
Oh, Mr. Swan.
Hello, Mr. Swan.
Do we have any ideas yet?
Yes, Mr. Swan. We were kind of considering a 2-for-1 offer to get more competitive.
A 2-for-1 promotion. I kind of like the sound of that. It sounds like something we should consider.
Yeah, exactly. That's just what I was thinking. In fact, it's a brilliant idea. I'm glad we thought of that. Very creative.
Alright, so listening to this dialogue makes you think about this boss. I'm pretty sure everyone has had a manager or a supervisor that's similar to this guy.
Yeah, this boss, Clark, I would have to say he sounds like a terrible person to work for.
Yeah, that's true. If you're a manager, you want to motivate your employees.
I think it's the most important thing a manager does is to encourage his or her employees and to help support them to grow and to be better people in the job. And this guy is totally not doing this.
And you can tell because they are a little bit scared of talking, and he cuts them off with saying, oh, it's a bad idea, give me a better idea, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I could never work for a guy like this. You know, my first boss that I had when I first entered the workforce, I was in a very junior position and I was working for a large company, and the general manager of the company, he was amazing. He was so encouraging. He knew every single employee's name, first name, and he would, make an effort to stop and say hello and ask them how things were going. And you know what? This left me with such a good feeling about the company that I really wanted to work hard for this company and try my best. And I think that I've never met such a great boss as this guy.
No, I think that's true. Definitely, if you have a boss that's encouraging and motivating like that, it makes you work harder and makes you feel part of a really special team. And that's something we can all agree on, and I'm sure all our managers out there do the same. Well, you know what? I hope some of our listeners log on to our website and maybe they can tell us some experiences with bad managers or good managers, or if they are managers, how they handle things.
Yeah, and hopefully they can use some of these great phrases that we talked about today.
The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word. A real or specific solution to a problem.
Concrete solutions.
Increase sales.
Drive sales.
In the industry.
In the market.
Be as good as or better than other companies in the same industry.
To match the competitors.
Will not work. Will not be approved.
Will never fly.
Something done to make people aware of a product.
Promotion.
Will arrive very soon.
Be here any minute.
Thinking about.
To consider.
Excellent.
Brilliant.
As good as or better than others of the same type.
Competitive.
Make sales successfully.
Win sales.
Plans for a company's sales activities.
Sales strategy.
The process a customer goes through when deciding to buy a product.
Sales cycle.
To sell more than others.
To outsell.
When a customer buys the same brand over and over.
Customer loyalty.
Let's try that faster.
Excellent.
Brilliant.
Will arrive very soon.
Be here any minute.
To sell more than others.
To outsell.
Will not work. Will not be approved.
Will never fly.
The process a customer goes through when deciding to buy a product.
Sales cycle.
Something done to make people aware of a product.
Promotion.
In the industry.
In the market.
Increase sales.
Drive sales.
Be as good as or better than other companies in the same industry.
To match the competitors.
As good as or better than others of the same type.
Competitive.
Make sales successfully.
Win sales.
Plans for a company's sales activities.
Sales strategy.
When a customer buys the same brand over and over.
Customer loyalty.
Thinking about.
To consider.
A real or specific solution to a problem.
Concrete solutions.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Drive sales. If we want to drive sales, I think we need to spend more time training our salespeople. Drive sales. The most important thing for us right now is to focus on driving sales. Drive sales. I think if we increase our marketing budget, it will help us to drive sales in the fourth quarter. I expect each of you to come to the meeting tomorrow with concrete solutions for our recruitment problem. Dale, have you come up with any concrete solution? I'm sorry, but I just can't offer any concrete solutions right now. Promotion. We can't have a sales promotion right now because our costs are too high. Promotion. The department store is offering a promotion. Everything is 50% off. Let's go shopping. Promotion. A 2-for-1 promotion might be a way to attract new customers. We guarantee that we can match the competitor's lowest price. It's impossible for us to match the competitors. Our costs are just too high. Do you think we can match the competitors' quality and still keep our price low? In the market. English Pod is the best podcast in the market. In the market. iPods are the most popular MP3 players in the market. In the market. Our product is the cheapest in the market. Will never fly. This marketing plan will never fly. We just don't have enough money for it. Will never fly. I like that idea, but it'll never fly with management. Will never fly. Brad told me his idea for a film script, but the story will never fly. It's not interesting enough. Be here any minute. Hurry up! The bus will be here any minute. Be here any minute. Nick just called. He said he should be here any minute. Be here any minute. Is everything prepared for the meeting? The CEO will be here any minute. To consider. We're considering a sales promotion. To consider. I think we need to consider a new sales strategy. To consider. Have you considered reducing the price? Brilliant. That's a brilliant idea. Brilliant. This is a brilliant marketing plan. Brilliant. What a brilliant suggestion. Thanks, Roger. So thanks for listening today, everyone. And until next time, this is goodbye.
Bye.